I just want to address a meme that was put on social media, which has a picture of Chris Rock on it, and it's quoting him as saying that anybody who's African American and Christian must have a real short memory. He's probably referring to the transatlantic slave trade and the abuse that that a lot of white slave owners use the scriptures in an abusive manner to keep Africans and African Americans in bondage. So I want to address that real quick, and this concept, this idea that Christianity somehow is the white man's religion. My first question to anybody who ever thinks that Christianity is a white man's religion is, when? Like, when was Christianity a white man's religion? Name a white author in the New Testament outside of Luke. You're going to be hard pressed to find one. If you take Africa out of the Bible, you have no Joseph story. You have no Moses story. You have no Exodus. You don't even have Jesus, because he would have got murked in Bethlehem. So you can't subtract Africa out of the Christian narrative. You have Apollos, who's from Alexandria. You have Libyans at Pentecost. You have Simon the Cyrene. You have the Ethiopian eunuch, and that's just the people in Scripture. And then we have the church fathers, who are largely African, who lay down the base of the foundation of our theology. You have Origen, who's from Alexandria, and Didymus, who's from Alexandria. You have Augustine, who's from Hippo. You have Tertullian and Cyprian, who are both from Tunisia. You have Athanasius. They call him the Black Dwarf because he was dark-skinned and he was Egyptian. I mean, these are the guys who started and laid the foundation of the faith. However, if you look at every single one of the pictures of the majority of these men, they're always painted as white men. I think that's a whitewashing that too many Christians have allowed to happen. It's not that Christianity is a white man's religion. It's that Christianity and a lot of Christians are ignorant of the foundings of our faith and a lot of the fathers that started our faith on the right footing. A lot of people will say, well, those are all North African countries, and all those countries were occupied by white European nations. Well, yeah, we got to be real careful. Jurisdiction does not equal displacement. Just because a land or a group has jurisdiction or rule over a particular place doesn't mean that all the people have been displaced. I mean, think of Haiti. Haiti was liberated from France. Didn't mean that all the people in Haiti were French, right? And so we just have to use right logic when we're thinking about the foundings of our faith. Just another little tidbit is that most of the theology that we embrace actually flowed up from Africa through the Middle East up into Europe, and not downward from the reformers backwards, okay? So we just got to remember that the basis for our theology all flowed up from the areas of the Middle East and Africa. So we want to be real careful when we dismiss something based on the misusage of it. Like we acknowledged earlier, we know that there was a misusage of the biblical term for slave and all this other kind of stuff during the transatlantic slave trade, but we can't always throw away the baby with the bathwater. Sometimes we have to go back further than what Chris Rock tells us to go back and look at the origins of things. So notice I didn't say Switzerland, I didn't say England, I didn't say Germany, I didn't say France, right? Christianity is not a white man's religion. Christianity was birthed between the doorway between Africa and Asia. It's a Middle Eastern, North African, West Asian faith that all peoples from all nations, tribes, and tongues can embrace and believe, because Jesus Christ is for all peoples.